Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. But first, Michael Cole, get the hell out of my seat. We're here tonight. We're back. And by golly, we gotta shut that up. Got a little bit of background coming through. I hope we got that audio squared up, because we're going live here. And I do believe that we are set to go for 9 matches. Kicking it off with ladies action. Mama Logan being accompanied ringside by the real deal Logan Hawk. Taking on Morgan Quinn, being accompanied by James Colton. I hope everything is going well here. I hope hope audio is doing real good. Of course, you know, we got our big 9 tonight. We're going to kick it off here, like I said, with ladies action. We got the number one contender matchup for the tag team division. As the War Raiders take on the Fallen to see who will face the Hinkledimers at Elimination Chamber. Nova goes one-on-one against Shawn Sullivan. And Alex Case shows up tonight, Falls Count Anywhere, against RWP. And we'll get back to the list of all those great matchups. Right now, as I said, women's action kicking it off here. Mama Logan sporting a new look. Mama Logan sporting a new look for us here tonight. By golly. By golly. By golly. It's a little clumsy looking. Logan Hawk, what up? Just in time, my friend. Just in time. Kicking it off with us, Mama Logan. Getting ready to go one-on-one against Morgan Quinn. Both of these women being accompanied
from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
by their significant others. The real deal in Mama Logan's corner, and of course, James Coleman and Morgan Quinn's corner. Set to be a good matchup. We'll go back to this card real quick. Zakk the Ripper and Gavin Wilson are scheduled for a matchup. Like this, Dean Graves and the almighty Torrence Benjamin, an Extreme Rules matchup. Empress Sparrow is scheduled in a one-on-one matchup, and Prestige as well, scheduled for a one-on-one matchup later on this evening. And our main event, Big HD challenges Anthony Omega for the World Television Title. And look at this, Mama Logan and Morgan Quinn both going for big moves right out the gate. And Mama coming up on the winner's end so far of that. Coleman here ready to fight. He done taking his jacket off and everything. He's ready. Morgan Quinn getting the upper hand here. A little bit of reversal of fortune for Mama Logan. How's everything on that side of town? Everything quiet over on over there in L.A. We're out to had to swap out my mics. Is everything coming through all right here? We ain't gotten too much of an issue. We're getting all the audio we need to hear. We got the crowd noise. Can't really have anything to test this against. Kind of stumbling a bit here. Things are a little different than they used to be. I don't like it. But we make do with what we have. until we can do better. We continue to move forward, man. What? I said we move it forward. Mama Quinn, God damn it, I did it again. Mama Logan, with the sneak attack there on the outside, kind of suckered Morgan Quinn in. Look at this. High on the top turnbuckle. Big slam and Jesus. H. Quinn going for the pinfall, but Mama kicking out. Before the count of 3, I'm having a little issue getting myself focused in. Gotta get my chi aligned. I know. Hey, listen. We're gonna finish this. These girls gotta pick this match up. Alright, girls, take it home. Look at this. Morgan tries for it, overshoots her target. And Mama Logan, that's a bad place to roll out to. Big Logan standing right there. He is minding his own business. He minding his own business. Don't let Morgan get lippy. Coleman over on the other side of the ring there. Also suspiciously staying out of this. Coleman afraid to go to the other side. Look at this. Morgan Quinn is rubbing Mama Logan's face into the mat. And I still can't believe Big Logan Hart just doing his best to remain calm, not get involved. He knows what it means. Morgan, a tough opponent, though, don't get me wrong. Morgan Quinn, one of the most skilled athletes here in AoK. By far. It has been a while since she has had a title, but that's of no fault of her own, I assure you of that. Morgan Quinn picking up the victory with a countout. With a countout. What? That is anticlimactic. That is Sounds like a rematch later on down the road. You ask me, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it sounds like a rematch later on down the road. I feel like that's... And these two gonna celebrate it. Logan not so... Yeah, Logan having words here. But these two celebrating it. I mean, a victory's a victory. We'll see what comes of this one. Coming up next, number 1 contendership for the World Tag Team titles. The War Raiders and the Fallen. I'm going to go ahead and get everything lined up, and I will be radio silent, semi-radio silent for just a moment. I will be right back. Won't even know I'm gone. Let's give this about 5-10 seconds. We haven't get this going here. Kick him right in the jimmy. James Coleman gonna get kicked right in the jimmy. Alright, let's get this tornado tag action. These two teams, they have both faced the Hinkledimers. The War Raiders have fallen back down through the tag division as the Fallen have started to rise up. They are now in a spot where this matchup will determine the number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles.
At a combined weight of 555 pounds.
Again, Big Bad and the Torpedo, Connor Riley. Have done the almost impossible of pinning the Hinkledimers for the tag team titles. Unfortunately, they also had the unfortune of facing off against those same Hinkledimers in a return match, where, as the Hinkledimers do, walked away with the titles once again. So no strangers to that title division and being on top. The Fallen have struggled to get to the top, and now that they're here, the only people standing in their way are the War Raiders. Gabriel Lovecraft and Chris Chaos.
391 pounds.
Giving up a little bit of size to Big Bad, but pretty much everybody do. So there's that. Get a little Joker juice in us here real quick. Let's get this. Oh yeah. Ooh, a little Joker juice. Yeah. Let's get you all wound up, Johnny, and put you in a chair. Yeah. Sounds like fun. You can't stand up. You can't move. Don't fidget. Just talk. All right, into the mind of a madman. Here we go, kids. Gabriel Lovecraft and Chris Chaos set to go 2-on-2 in a tornado tag action against the War Raiders. Take a look at this capacity crowd for AoK Championship Wrestling. Referee Joe Brony raises a hand, ring the bell, and we're locking up. Chaos getting tossed completely across the ring by Big Bad. But Lovecraft, on the other hand, coming up with the upper hand on Connor Riley. Chaos. Look at this. Taking the big man down with a DDT and staying on top of it. Nice moonsault by Lovecraft. Chaos. Getting some speed, dropping that knee. Total Will armbar locks it in. Lovecraft looking for a submission in the early stages. Getting a good run here, boy. I tell you what. Big kick to the belly button by Adam Boone. Riley with a nice roll up from behind into the Pele kick. And Lovecraft looking for some distance, and a big clothesline by Chaos with a pinfall attempt. Looking to take it home early, no go. Boone staggering around here. He got no idea. Was lost. Everybody back in the ring. Another standing moonsault by Lovecraft. Look at this, off the ropes, handspring upside down. Nobody home. Chaos living up to his name, caused a little bit of miscommunication there. Able to cover nicely the Fallen. Taking their opponents to the mat and going to work on them. Chaos dropping bombs on the knee of Big Bad. Lovecraft all the way to the top, turns his back. Double somersault, pinfall attempt. And Riley gets the shoulder up. Look at this Chaos. In the corner, across the ring, whooping over. Good golly goddamn. Flying Chaos. Gabriel Lovecraft as well, but no sidestepped. Sidestepped by the torpedo. And a crash and burn for Lovecraft. 2 O's, baby. 2 O's in that chat. Big boot to the belly button on Lovecraft as Connor Riley continues to go to work on him here. Chris Chaos not only giving up a ton of a size advantage, not alone weight advantage, has been going hog on Adam Boone. I mean, he looks absolutely miniature beside Boone, but he is putting it to the Giant. I mean, he has been in control of their side of the conflict here for a majority of the matchup. That boot may have just changed the outcome, though. Man, he about took the face paint off that kid. And Boone, look at this again. Chaos slipping out the back. Lovecraft on the inside puts Connor Riley into the corner. All the way to the top rope. Wheelbarrow avalanche bulldog, and Gabriel Lovecraft needs to go for the cover. Connor trying to keep Boone, keeping him out of the ring, and the Fallen Angels are your number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. Holy damn. Yeah, they're going places. It ain't college, but they're going places. Yeah.
Here are your winners.
The That's a big order to be filled. They've faced the Hinkledimers numerous times, have come up short, but still able to hold on to the top positions of the tag team division. And come Elimination Chamber, those two men will face the Fighting Hinkledimers for the World Tag Team Championships. Ongoing grudge match here, Shawn Sullivan and Nova. Nova just being an absolute bully over Shawn Sullivan. I'm not sure what the exact issue is here, to be sure. It started with a low blow right in the ting-ting after a matchup. And then the following week, Nova attacked Sullivan after the match, before the matchup. Yeah, I'm not sure why. And again, Sullivan's really done not too much to. There we go, and already in the ring. Sullivan says, "Let's look at this, ducking under a clothesline." Referee down. Referee Lou Sass he's face down. Lou Sass is face down. And Shawn Sullivan putting the boots to the Green Meanie. Sets him up off the ropes. Diving headbutt. Settings look horrible. Really? No higher than 360? Really? You say so. Figure out what I did wrong there and fix that for us. Anyway. I don't know if OTM's in here tonight and has been in yet tonight or not. Don't look like it. Not yet. I don't believe he's been in here unless I'm still on a delay with that, which is a good possibility. I'm sure it won't be long. And Nova taking an absolute beating here by Shawn Sullivan. Up and back down, drops him solid. Word. And it's still early yet. Good time to start now. Off the ropes, and Sullivan goes for it. Looked like he was going for a body slam, but Nova able to slip around the back. Fisherman's hook spins him around. Fisherman's hook driver, and Sullivan able to get a boot up. Showboating, get yourself a giant European uppercut in the corner. And Nova, the Green Meanie, going to work on the ankle. Sullivan again able to break free. Steps around the back, handful of neck, and down he goes. Another driver and putting the boots to him. Sullivan sticking with it. Nice roll up. Referee. Only a 1 count as this one continues on. To the outside, Sullivan tries to get that boot in, but man, oh man, that clothesline turned that boy inside out. Driving the point of the elbow directly in between the eyes, right on the bridge of the nose. Sullivan back to his feet, but right into the grasp, into a powerbomb position. And Nova into the ring apron. Jesus H. And into the ring apron again. Yeah, get your licks in now, boy. The Green Meanie going to absolute town on Super Smooth. We're going to see another count out. This is not a no disqualification matchup. Look at this, from the top rope all the way out. Double axe handle. referee starts his count over as the rules imply. We don't always follow the rules around here at AoK. That's our motto. Rules and bones, both meant to be broken. Look at this, steps through a clothesline STO. Back and forth again. Nova back inside the ring to break the count. Sullivan making it in before the count of 10. Of course, our first matchup of this evening. Ending in that 10 count. Look at this. Spinning power driver. That may do it. Nova. After the missing that big clothesline at the beginning of the matchup, finishes it up with that spinning power driver. Shawn Sullivan picks up the L. As we take a look one more time here on the replay of the 3 count.
Here is your winner.
Pretty cut and dry on that one. Nova finally making his way up through the, trying to push his way up through the ranks towards these last couple months of the of season 3 here. We've only got, as falls count anywhere, we have only got 3 more major shows before the end of the season. This man right here, Alexander K, kicking off the last 4 big shows of the year, of the season, by picking up the victory and winning the Royal Rumble and earning his co-spot in the AoK WrestleMania main event. But tonight he goes Falls Count Anywhere against RWP. RWP coming in with Torrence Benjamin and A. Lynn Potter. Joining us over there, our boy Pooty. Again, you get a chance. There's a handful of AoK wrestlers over on WCW Monday Nitro. We're having Pooty 227. I don't have that at the moment. Maybe get OTM to swing in and save the day for me. If not, that's fine too, because right now Alexander K, the winner of Season 3 WrestleMania, Season 3 Royal Rumble, holding on to the last of it, and picking up that victory. Logan Hawk very close to a victory that night. Unfortunately, numbers against him, but tonight Alexander K faces the newcomer, Buffalo's Unwanted, RWP. Pretty standard matchup. Ought to be an exciting matchup. Both these men able to put on a show, whether it's on the mat or off the ropes. High flying or technicalities, these two are going to get it in here good. Let's set stuff on fire. Hold on a second. Joe Brody, head referee, lights him up. Nice block for that kick, follows it through, but the reversal, that Irish whip into the corner and the elbow to follow it in, and Alexander K looking to ride off that momentum. Goes for an early pinfall, gets a 1 count, looking to ride that momentum from that Royal Rumble win. Trying to stay ahead of the game. Total World armbar right into it. And RWP able to roll forward, break the cinch. Scoops him up to the shoulder. RWP with a guillotine on Alexander K. finding himself on the opposite end of the attack. Hits the ropes. RWP, big senton, springboard coming up. Forearm to the face. The man in black and purple is staying on top of it here. Spoke too soon. Alexander K, quick reversal, drop kick off the sling blade. Staying on the assault. Look at this again. Kick to the midsection. Canadian Destroyer, Sunset Flip Bomb, whatever you wants to call it. RWP back to his feet. Big clothesline takes it to the outside. This is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. We got the head official, Joe Brony, in charge of that. Those rulings and regulations, and look at this. RWP asks for it, and Alexander K delivers it. One to the chest and one to the chops. In a big right hand. Puts RWP to the ringside area. Back around with that sling blade, and again with the drop kick. Potter needs to get himself figured out here. He's getting himself... There he goes. Attaboy. Drapes the arm. Snap suplex. Change the momentum of the pace, or the pace of the matchup. RWP needs to slow Alexander K down. He needs to get back to the mat wrestling and get Alexander K to slow down. Take the matchup into a different direction. This fast-paced matchup, not that RWP can't keep up, but he's allowing Alexander K to have the match in his favor. He can take that disadvantage away by slowing the match down. Look at this, one way to do it. One way to do it would be to do it with a steel chair, but Alexander, one more time, stepping in its place. Look at this. Off the ropes, through the ropes. Hurricane Rana to the outside, and Alexander gets caught up. Joe Brony there for the count. No go. Both men standing off for just a moment. It's an unbelievable series of action there for us. Ending in a near pinfall, but we're going to head it back inside. Alexander with a big double leg drop right to the groinal area. Look at this. Watching RWP crawl to the corner. All the way up, Alexander. Hurricane Rana, no, turns it around for a wheelbarrow bulldog. Face first goes RWP. We got a 1. There's 2, and kicking up at 2.5, keeping the matchup alive. But what's he got left in him? Is there anything left in him? Back to the outside we go. Alexander taking a seat with him and plants it. He planted Potter with that. Up he goes. Look at this. Potter sets him up. Big power bomb, and he's lining him up for something here. There it is. That may do it. Alexander K shoulders down. There's, again pulling the shoulder up before the last second. Within 3 seconds, and this is where it gets good. Falls count anywhere. Zota Will armbar. Joe Brony right there asking RWP, what do you say? Are you going to tap? Can you continue? One more time. He's got that locked on good. Or he had it locked on good. Swing and a miss, and Alexander, the masked man, Blocked again, back and forth. Stalling power slam. I thought he was going to go for the pinfall. But now going for a weapon. Blocked by Alexander. Reverse. Pops him up for a right hand. And that may do it. Look at this. Locks it down. Alexander K. Again, trying to ride the momentum of a Royal Rumble win. This is not the way to go to WrestleMania. RWP needs this win. RWP needs the win to boost his own standing by beating the Royal Rumble winner and slowing the momentum down for WrestleMania. Alexander K needs this win to keep the momentum going to WrestleMania. There's something in it for everybody except for one, and it's going to be one of these two. But we got a pinfall attempt. Alexander. 2 and a kick out. Again, this matchup continues here at ringside. Falls count anywhere. And both men down. It looked like RWP tried to block that recoil. And he did slow down Alexander, but not enough. A DDT and follows it up with a chair shot. Reverses it again. RWP. That may do it. Alexander down, shoulders on the outside mats. And again a kick out. Holy Jesus. And still they go. And still they go. RWP reverses, no, block. Again, no, reversed again by Alexander. Pinfall, Joe Brony out of position. And there's 3, it didn't matter. It didn't matter whether Joe got there in 3 seconds, 5 seconds, or even 10 seconds. That match was over. I believe Potter may need to be checked on. As that shot right there, you can see he is busted wide open. Yeah, there's a good 5 seconds just for Joe to get around. Just to get around to make that count. Your winner, Alexander K. Looking returned back up to the top sphere of AoK. Former Intercontinental Champion got injured. Taking him a while to get back to the top, but he is catching his second wind here towards the end of Season 3. We'll see how far that gets him. Zakk the Ripper and Gavin Wilson scheduled up next. Of course, Zakk the Ripper coming out, chokes and slamming everybody and just being an absolute terror to the squad. AJ Long put on the shelf for an extended amount of time. The guy's been gone for about he's been gone for almost 4 months. Follow that up with Adrian Arnold, AJ Long's tag partner. And Zakk the Ripper absolutely annihilated that man over a course of time. And Gavin Wilson again, Zakk the Ripper from behind. Look at this. Ripper slamming Wilson into those diamond-plated steps before the matchup. Zakk the Ripper wasting no time. Gavin Wilson might even be injured at this point. He hit them steps hard as hell. And again, staying focused on that same shoulder. Ripper lining it up and drives him down. Jesus. Zakk, is the referee going to let this match, is he going to let this be a match? He sure did. He sure did. Alright, we see you. Lou rings the bell, and Zakk the Ripper. What is going on? Lou's not going for what happened? Lou, you rang the bell, buddy. You got to make the count. What happened? Lou refused to make the Lou refused to make the count. I mean, Zakk the Ripper don't seem to care none. Gavin Wilson probably does. But I don't think there's Lou. Now he's getting involved somewhat. Now he checks on Gavin Wilson. This big bear hug. Wilson gonna fight out of it. Wilson gonna try to fight out of it. Dummy, you should have just gave up. You should have just gave up. Tries to get the Ripper up and can't do it. That beating at the beginning, just nothing left in him. And Zakk, the Grim Creeper, right back to the attack. And talking smack while he's at it. This crosses him up. Another submission hold applied. And again, Wilson. Couple of knees to the lower back. Lower shoulders there. And again, goes for the backbreaker. Down he goes. Holds him out pendulum style. Ropes, no, reverses it. Pulls him back in for a clothesline. And the Ripper staggering. He suckered him in. Could it be 1888? Gavin Wilson kicks out at 2 for whatever reason. He has taken an ass whooping since before the bell rang. Was already pinned, but Lou Sass refused to make the count. If something happens to Gavin Wilson here this evening, I blame referee Lou. He's still making his count, but that might be too late. Gavin Wilson has put up very little, if any, offense, and the Black Plague has just struck AoK. And Wilson, one more time, upside down, knows it. Look at this, weasels his way out. Chop block, running neck breaker, and Gavin Wilson thinks he's got something going. Sends him into the ropes, big back elbow, and helps his man back up. Gavin Wilson on the move. Sight. The Ripper with a boot and goes top rope. Ripper calling him up. Missile drop kick. Man, he knocked that man's dreadlocks out. And Gavin Wilson has no idea where he's at. Zakk the Ripper just asked him what year it was. He said it's 1888. Look at this Ripper dragging his opponent away from the ropes, taking no chance. Taking no chance. There's the cover. And the Ripper picks up the victory. Lou checking on Gavin. And what's the Ripper? Look at this. Zakk the Ripper with a steel chair after the match. Nah, don't do it. Yeah, he did. Zakk the Ripper dropping this chair. Don't you threaten Lou. I mean, you may have already killed Gavin Wilson. And again, another shot to the arm. Zakk the Ripper absolutely annihilating. Absolutely annihilating Gavin Wilson in that matchup from before the bell rang to long after. And we need to get that man under control. Just running around like it's fucking Hulkamania or something. So listen, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Logan, you're in charge. Forgive me for the absence. Alright, let's get this back underway. Extreme Rules Dean Graves in the United States Champion non-title matchup against Torrence Benjamin. Torrence Benjamin, of course, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Torrence Benjamin, the United States Champion. This is a non-title matchup. Torrence Benjamin is the United States Champion. Dean Graves, his opponent. Try that. Anyway. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back behind the seat here. I apologize for last episode. Michael Cole soiling. Had to disinfect the desk area, the whole ringside area. It's horrible. I appreciate them stepping in, but also appreciate them stepping the fuck off too. So, with that being said, back to the action at hand. Extreme Rules matchup.
Is an Extreme Rules match.
Dean Graves making his entrance in.
Weighing in at 242 pounds, the lunatic Dean.
Real quick, we're getting music and everything, right? You guys aren't just getting just my voice, are you? My audio is okay? I'm having trouble testing this without bleeding over everything. It's a strange setup that I have to run at the moment, so yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time. Mountain Dew and go away. I have found pineapple drink. And that's all I have to say about that. We call those transmissions from the home planet. Dean Graves in the ring, ready to go here. He about to face off against one of the fastest rising superstars here in AoK, the almighty Torrence Benjamin. And I believe, I'm going to double check myself here, but I believe this man only has a single loss to his name. That is indeed correct. loss handed to him by none other than the big man, the real deal, Logan Hawk. Nonetheless, nobody else has been able to defeat him. Also, amongst those with that win, or that loss to Logan Hawk, there was a couple matches against Logan Hawk that also say that, yeah, this man's a beast, and he is your United States champion. That title not on the line here tonight. Just an exhibition match, if you will, and I'm sure that we will. We're about to get this ready. OTM, I see you back out there. I see you out there, my son. Coming in just in time, enjoying the show. I appreciate your help. And the almighty, as Dean Graves, completely vertical. And what a way down he goes. Torrence Benjamin wasting no time in this matchup either, with the using that strength difference, that size difference. Look at this. Up over the head, into a gut buster, and taking it. I thought he was going outside. Wasted time, got himself all twisted up. Graves looking to capitalize, sends him into the ropes. Drops down, what's he got in mind? Big spear. And Graves, quick cover. Not enough. Trying to surprise the big man. Sets him up one more time, drapes the arm. Hangs him out for a vertical suplex. Follows it through with that clothesline. Benjamin looking for a steal of a win. Agile for a big man. Flexible. Here looking like Night Mage. Back inside he goes. Big shot to the chin. Graves staggers the U.S. champ and hits him with another spear. That one may have hurt the big man. Look at that. Benjamin taking his time getting back to his feet, using the ropes to hold him up. Just enough to recover. Fires back. Back and forth they go, but Benjamin gets the upper hand. Face first. And the almighty boot reverses it. Into the ropes he goes, and another back elbow. Torrence Benjamin taking Dean Graves back to the mat and putting in some offense. Drops the hammer, so to speak. Nice backslide bomb, I guess. That's an interesting maneuver. Now the U.S. champ staggering to his feet as Dean Graves has upped the ante on the violence. Pinfall attempt, no go. The almighty back up. Hooks him up. Nice back suplex. Gang goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Jenna Taylor counts it once, counts it twice. And only a 2. Back to work again with the sledgehammer. Graves taking a beating here off of Graves off of Benjamin. Look at this, rabbit punches right in the lower ribs. Taking those Balboa shots. But again, the almighty snags him up, tore the islands. Damn sure was pinfall attempt, and Dean Graves' shoulders remain down. Torrence Benjamin picks up another victory. Not undefeated, but damn near. The almighty Torrence Benjamin picks up one more V. A celebration here. We got 3 more matches to go. got women's action coming up next. Empress. Empress is here tonight. We may see Zoe, but this is a Empress Sparrow matchup. See? Like that. Empress Sparrow taking on Jay in this one-on-one match. Kind of gives away some of the action there for you. A little bit of foreshadowing going on right here for you. For those of you in the industry. I don't know what industry that would be, but nonetheless, the industry. Empress Sparrow taking on Jay for whatever reasons there may be. Another exhibition match for everybody. We still got Prestige in one-on-one action. And of course the World Television Championship. And look at this. Empress Sparrow making her way down and Zoe Yuri from behind. Y'all are just beating each other up everywhere tonight. As she sends this referee Lou chasing Yuri away from ringside. And checking in on Empress. She says, she says she gonna do it. She says she can do it. Knocked her eyesight crooked. She missed with that firearm. Boot to the midsection, sends her opponent into the ropes. Empress, after that attack from Yuri, looking pretty good here in the beginning stages. Following through with just about everything she needs to. And the big right hand takes Jay to the mat. Over the top rope and to the outside. Here we go. Look at this backside driver one more time. And look at this. Empress Sparrow with a little bit of agility of her own. Standing handspring into a moonsault. Jay with the hip top. Jordy trying to get some traction here. Fires off a couple of boxing style shots. Some big body shots right into the lower ribs and upper abdomen. Get back inside before the count of 10. And up and over goes the Empress. Does that bang around my microphone? Sorry about that. Look at this, in the corner she goes. And Jordy trying to fire back, but there she goes into the Irish whip. Ducks down, standing almost like a mule kick. Staggers the Empress, opens up with some kicks to the midsection, follows through with a hanging neck breaker. And a drop kick to the back of the neck. Empress rolls to the outside, and Jordy thought she was going to leap down at her, but decided to just pop down. Sent back inside by her opponent, and Empress looking for a little bit of a distraction, perhaps. Catches her coming in. Jordy, ripcord, pulls her back in for a neck breaker and stays on top of it all. Ducks under, Hurricane Rana, down for it again. Into an armbar looking for a submission, but Empress, I believe it is way too early on that with Empress. But not if you do it twice. Not if you do it twice. And Jordy goes right into it. Again, same reversal. Able to try it for a second time. Goes for a DDT, but blocked again. The Empress being attacked by Zoe Yuri before she could even enter the ring. That sneak attack from behind. Told referee Lou she could continue, that she wanted to do the matchup regardless. Here she is in command, taking driver's seat all the way to the next station, perhaps. Not much referee Lou can do but watch on, and look at this. Jordy pops right back up. Big shot to the back, sends her over the top rope and follows her out. This one spills to the outside again. And Jordy with the recoil, knees to the nose. single leg Boston Crab applied. Jordan. Not a false count anywhere matchup. Not a no disqualification. They do have to watch referees count. The referees are not opposed to counting opponents out tonight. We already have a rematch lined up for next episode. It's already been signed. Morgan Quinn and James Coleman in an intergender tag match with Logan Hawk and Mama Logan. That match has been called due to that count out. Oh, there's Jordy getting jiggy with it. All the way back to the ring. And to break the count, Empress staggering around here on spaghetti legs on the outside, and Jordan taking full advantage of that. Follows through with that sling blade, but unable to quickly follow it up. Big shot to the cheek. Good golly, did she catch her with that boot. Empress stepping back into the ring, trying to beat the count. Catches Jordan back inside the ring. Swinging neck breaker. Jordan rolling to the outside, catching her breath. And Empress turns her back on her opponent. And Jay, running Bulldog out of the corner. Back to the work on the arm. Again, she applied that tilt-a-whirl armbar numerous times in the early stages. That attack from behind from Zoe Yuri also focused on the upper shoulders, or that arm and upper back of Empress. And Jordan with the X Factor. Hooks the leg. Referee Lou starts to count. And Jordan picks up the victory. That attack by Zoe Yuri most definitely had an impact on the outcome of this matchup. Not to say that Empress would have won had it not been for that attack. But that attack certainly did not help any of that. What the hell is going on here? I don't think that's correct. Is that... that's... Alright. So this was not... When I say card subject to change, I guess that means even on the fly. This is not anything that we had discussed with anybody. Is this... Headhunter versus... Alright, so it's Headhunter versus... Is he back? Was this supposed to be the dark match? We're just letting Kris Knightmare just fight all this... Alright. Kris Knightmare could be back at AoK. What a surprise this is. Headhunter. Prestige coming down in the corner of Headhunter. Rooting on returning Kris Knightmare. What a surprise that is. What a surprise here that Headhunter's opponent is Kris Knightmare. Unfortunately, I don't know if Kris Knightmare is 100% okay to be back in the ring, and those knees to the back and that throwaway slam, we're about to find out. Only a 1 count. Holy shit, Kris Knightmare return. Kris Knightmare returns to AoK, and damn. I can honestly say I hope he does okay in this matchup. And I still don't know why Prestige is at ringside for the Headhunter. Another throwaway slam, and I think maybe Prestige may be guiding Headhunter here to attack those spots. Because Headhunter has focused solely every maneuver on the lower back of Chris Knightmare, and of course Knightmare taking that injury. Ultimate Splash rolls out of the way. Knightmare coming back off that injury. He's been out. Oh man, I don't know when he got injured. Actually, I do know when he got injured. I'll tell you exactly how long this man's been away. As he goes to work on the arm. He's been out for 3 months. This is closing in on the 3rd month that Chris Knightmare has been gone. And look at this, Prestige standing Knightmare up and then walking away from him. Move to the midsection, Knightmare sending Headhunter into the ropes. Ducks under, mule kick into that moonsault of a kick. Flatline. And Headhunter looking at Prestige for help. And Prestige just like, do, no idea. Oh, that does look horrible. Big kick to the knee, reverses it, brings him back in. And Headhunter, boot to the midsection, handful of hair, helps his opponent to the ropes. What's the big man got in mind here? Sends him into the ropes. Knightmare able to block that attack. Pulls him in for a Hurricane Rana. And staying on top of it, Knightmare looking for the pinfall. Good way to return. Gets a 2 count. Chris Knightmare almost picking up a victory there. I'm still confused as to what Prestige is doing at ringside. And again, Knightmare. And he seems to be in Headhunter's corner. Big boot to the face. And Headhunter sets him up, Samoan spike. That may have done it. Chris Knightmare, welcome back. No, 2 count. Knightmare gets the shoulder off the mat before the 3 count. Sent to the corner, and this, my friend, could be the beginning of the end. As Headhunter sets it up, could it be the Falcon Arrow? Avalanche Falcon Arrow, that's gotta be it. Chris Knightmare may be taking another 2 weeks off. Good night, Irene. No, Knightmare, holy Jesus, he kicked out of that. And even Prestige can't believe it. Knightmare rolling to the outside, looking for separation. And Headhunter done lost his mind. He don't even know where he's going. Out into the crowd. Kick to the midsection. Nah, not on the concrete. A Headhunter with a giant power bomb here on the concrete out in front of us. Sends it back inside, thank God. Chris Knightmare, that's it. Come on. Chris Knightmare coming back from an injury. And the Headhunter just reverses it. Knightmare trying to fight back. Snapmare. Drop kick. And Chris Knightmare trying to get momentum back, trying to fight back, and that's too much. The Headhunter going through that ritualistic dance, ready for the slaughter. Knightmare trying to fight back. Pulls it out, DDT. And now Headhunter to the outside. Over the top step ladder, spins it around, spiral suicide dive. and Kris Knightmare lands that one solid. The Headhunter's got to be done. Another submission type maneuver, but again, not a false count anywhere matchup. Not a no disqualification matchup. This matchup has to end up inside. You two are going to be looking at a count out. Referee Lou ain't playing games with y'all tonight. We will have, as I said earlier, because of referee Lou and his penchant for countouts, we do have an intergender match set up for Wednesday night, where Morgan Quinn and James Coleman will face off against Logan Hawk and Mama Logan in an intergender tag team matchup. Top rope Headhunter gets pulled down. Knightmare back to work on the arm again, looking to tenderize that arm. And Prestige getting in the face of Kris Knightmare, allowing the Headhunter an attack from behind. What is the sense? What is the sense of that? Why is Prestige out here? And Headhunter sets it up again. A second spike. Center of the ring, referee counts it 2, counts it 3. Welcome back to AoK Kris Knightmare. And we take a look at the replay. It was not ready for Kris Knightmare to be returning to AoK. The AI snuck this one in on us. I almost don't want to count this matchup over that, but fair is fair is fair is fair. The scales of justice prevail. Whether or not that was a lawful win, it was still a win as the Headhunter, with Prestige in his corner, picks up the victory. And that was a weird story to tell. But tonight, the Hardcore Degenerate, the Cruiserweight Champion, challenges Anthony Omega for the television title. And here's the deal. The Hardcore Degenerate, Big HD, refuses to defend the Cruiserweight title by staying 1 pound over the weight class. And we are working with this man to try to get him to understand that it's a weight class for a reason, man, but you are the champion. So he challenges Anthony Omega, and Omega just wants to beat people up. So he said, yeah, the world television title on the line. Let's head to ringside and find out exactly from Mr. Wayne Kerr what is going on here tonight.
The Empress champion contest is scheduled for one fall, and is for the World Television Championship.
United States title on the line. No, it's not. What are you talking about? It's the television title, dude. And look at this, the BMF coming out in force here tonight. The Hardcore Degenerate, the Cruiserweight Champion, leading the pack here, with his tag team partner, the Punisher, and the World Heavyweight Champion and Intercontinental Champion, bringing up the rear in IKB. World Champion. Wait a minute. IKB stated earlier that if we have the BMF could possibly control the World Heavyweight title, the Intercontinental title, the Cruiserweight Championship, and the Television title. The BMF coming together as a solid unit here. And that puts two of them as dual champions if the Hardcore Degenerate can defeat Anthony Omega. Omega, of course, 1/3 of Destruction Inc. We're unaware that the entirety of BMF was here tonight, or I'm sure Anthony Omega would have brought backup of his own. But as the champion, he don't think he need no backup, even against the likes of the BMF. But I assure you, Destruction Inc. is probably not too terribly far away in Psychosis and the Iceman. We're about to get things ready here. One-on-one action for the World Television title. Good look at that championship right there. As Wayne Kerr finishes out the introductions, I want to thank everybody for joining us here on AoK every Sunday night and Wednesday night, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively. And if you do happen to miss your chance here to catch us live again, you can always catch us over. You can always catch us over at YouTube, Ace of Navies Entertainment, for a follow-up. Pick up all of Season 3 and also the WrestleMania 2K20 series as we travel through time and try to emulate the matchups throughout WrestleMania history. All over at Ace of Navies Entertainment YouTube. Socials are somewhere around here. I'm sure you'll see them at some point. Till that time comes, let's go back to the action as referee Joe Brony holds that title aloft. To remind everybody, that's what we're here for. The main event is just about underway. Ring the bell. Head referee Joe and Hardcore Degenerate with a big right hand out the gate. But Anthony Omega taken by surprise, but able to retaliate. And look at this, the back and forth between these two, really well matched in the early stages. Big HD with a boot to the face. Down goes Omega. What a roll-up that was. The Hardcore Degenerate top rope. 5-point splash, pinfall attempt. And we got a brand new television, though we don't. I thought this was over that quick. And Omega needs to get his feet back under it, and he damn sure does. As he takes the Hardcore Degenerate for a ride across the ring, stepping out, kind of regrouping with his team here. Springboard into a Pele glitch, anti-gravity bat, something or another, into Snake Eyes. I'm not sure what happened right there. That was a little confusing to me. Made my head go a little stupid. Two O's on the mic. That boy is stupid. Hardcore Degenerate sends Anthony Omega into the ropes to champion. Spinebuster. And a kip up. Look at this. Not going down like that. Scoops up the challenger. Takes him for a walk across the ring into a set of Snake Eyes. Boot to the head. Boot to the head one more time. Boot to the head. And look at this. Ain't nobody finer than Anthony Omega as he dancing and prancing. And a big slam. Down goes the Hardcore Degenerate. Drapes the arm. Suplex. Anthony Omega in control. Oh, spoke way too soon. The Hardcore Champion. The Cruiserweight Champion. Look at this. A little bit of distraction. A little bit of double toil and trouble here as the Punisher meets up with Omega. No place to go but back into the ring. And the challenger taking it to the champ has said heavy disadvantage for the television champion. Heavy disadvantage for the television champ. Second turnbuckle splash catches him trying to roll out. And a super kick. What a super kick. That may be it. We might be looking at a new television champion. 2 count only. Anthony Omega is a television champion in a bad spot as the hardcore degenerate hits the ropes for the people's moonsault. Lands a solid, but again, Omega fighting back to a kneeling position just to get his noggin rocked again. Look at this, knee to the face. Goes for the pinfall. What else can you do? Hope for the best in a situation like that. Omega getting his feet under him, trying to gain that momentum, trying to bring it back to his side of the ring. Springboard. Nobody home, lands on his feet at the very least. But into the ropes again, the hardcore degenerate with a standing dropkick. Blows the lungs out. RKO, that may do it. Again, down for the 2. No. Another kick out. And man, what a super kick. Hardcore degenerate into the corner. Sets him up solid. One more kick to the chin. The Cruiserweight champion covering the television champion for another 2 count. Anthony Omega will not stay down. Numbers against him on the outside. And a Cruiserweight champion who is not a Cruiserweight. And he is doing his absolute best to take that title away from the television champion. As IKB stated earlier, it's all a greater plan. It's all of a greater plan is all we get out of him. But you can't argue with the man that runs the team that holds the heavyweight title, the intercontinental title, the cruiserweight title, and now challenging for the television title. Omega, what's he got in mind here? Rolls way out. Step ladder to the top. Superplex. And holds on to it. Into a spine. Look at this. And IKB, the world champ. The world champ getting the referee's attention. Look at this. Come on, dude. Omega. He's had him down for the count of 15. And only 2 by the time Joe Brody sees what's going on. Come on. We need 2 referees out here. We need one to keep these guys at ringside under control. We need a special guest referee is what we need. You heard me. I said it. I'll say it again too. We need a special guest referee is what we need. Somebody to be fair and biased. And Anthony Omega with a curb stomp on the Cruiserweight champion. This is not belt for belt. This is only for the television title. And Omega with a standing moonsault of his own. Driving the knee, driving the instep of the foot right into the ribs of the hardcore degenerate. Back to his feet, running tackle, but no go. Omega with the upper hand. Spinning kick to the midsection, knee to the face, spinning wheel kick. And the hardcore degenerate back up. Look at this. Uses the momentum off that knee to springboard into a Pele kick. Nicely done by the Cruiserweight champ, who's not a Cruiserweight. And he has got the television champion in a bad spot. Skull-crushing finale. Pinfall attempt. Joe Brody slaps it once, slaps it twice, and again. Anthony Omega is a damn machine in there. There can't be much left in the tank of Omega. Sets it up, that's it. No, sidesteps it. Look at this. Omega, Bouchard sliding a chair into the ring. And the television champion picks up the victory. What a comeback victory for Anthony Omega. Holy damn. That cutter should have done it. That kick to the face should have done it. That should have done it. Anthony Omega retaining that television title here tonight. As you see IKB having words with Big HD out here. And that is it for all the wrestling action. What a night this was. Some confusing points tonight. Let's take a look at the news and see what was what. Morgan Quinn picking up the victory after a count out against Mama Logan. Again, sparking the intergender tag match for Wednesday night. The Fallen, Gabriel Lovecraft and Kris Chaos picking up the #1 contender spot for the World Tag Team titles tonight off the War Raiders. Nova picking up the victory over Shawn Sullivan in a rough way after that big clothesline. Took out referee Lou Sass, knocked him silly for the rest of the night. Alexander K picking up a victory in that Falls Count Anywhere against RWP. Gavin Wilson, of course, being attacked by Zakk the Ripper and then just absolutely mauled throughout the match before being attacked with a steel chair after the match. We'll get information on him in just a moment. Perhaps Dean Graves fallen victim to the almighty Torrence Benjamin here tonight. A man with a record of about 6-1. The almighty has not come to play at AoK. Empress Sparrow falling victim to Jordan after an attack by Zoe Yuri before the matchup. Empress said she could continue, but unfortunately Jordan able to capitalize on that early attack. And of course, Prestige coming down to help Headhunter on the re-debut of Knightmare. Just a whole lot of Vince Russo bullshit going on in that matchup. I'm not sure what any of that was about. The hardcore Degenerate failing in his quest for the World Television title set upon him by the leader of the BMF, IKB. As the dual-wielding champion is looking to collect more titles into the BMF. Let's take a look at the news and head down February to week 2. Hinkle-Dimer cleared, that's it. Nobody's injured tonight, surprisingly enough. I'll be damned. We made it through an episode without killing nobody. Unaliving them, even. For those of you watching on other medias. Anyway, back to the... it's always easier to go to the next show and then look at the... look at this. Look how close we are to this, kids. We're 2 episodes away from the Elimination Chamber. And we got all kinds of craziness going on. Quindle. And let's see what the AI says. Maya challenging for the... we'll talk about that. There's a couple other ladies in the women's division, I think, that also deserve a chance at the top. I'm not sure what that's all about. We'll look into all that. That sounds like crazy talk of a tag team matchup. This AI getting a little drunk. Falls Count Anywhere, there's no reason for that. We'll look into that. Card subject to change as always. Zakk the Ripper and Omer Hinkle-Dimer. We'll see about that. We'll talk Punisher in a hardcore. I don't think that matchup's going to happen. I don't think that particular matchup is going to happen. But we'll talk about it. Prestige and Bud Marvelous. I don't think that matchup needs to happen. That's not a thing. Remy and IKB, we'll talk about that. Somebody will be going for the IC title. It might be Remy. Cletus and Torrence for the US. We'll talk. That matchup will stay, absolutely. As the main event, probably not. And of course, the roster power rankings. Hold on, man. Before I do anything, before we look at power rankings, we need to check in on Mr. Kris Knightmare. I need to look at this. This is interesting. On there. I mean, bruh. You got 2 more weeks. Come on. Like, I mean, AI's putting him in, but, you know, I don't want you back out either, so we'll talk about that. We're also going to check on these other fools. Is this man alright? Is this man okay? He's not okay. Zakk the Ripper doing minor injury to people here tonight. Stacking it up one time for 4 weeks. It's not what we're here for. That's some behind-the-scenes stuff that I like to take a peek at. Power rankings. IKB top of the charts, and look at this. United States champion riding second. Told you, one of the fastest rising stars in AoK, Torrence Benjamin, has been on an absolute tear through the AoK roster. Anthony Omega staying up high in the top 3. Jordy picking up a big spot tonight. Psychosis, the hardcore champion, rounding out the top 5. Those you keeping score, Headhunter at number 6, Connor Riley and Adam Boone, the War Raiders, sitting at 7 and 8. Dean Graves at number 9 and Gabriel Lovecrafter top 10. The big Scotsman Angus Gordon, Josh Blackwell. Angus Gordon at number 11 and Josh Blackwell at number 12. Royal Rumble winner Alexander Cave in the top 13 with Cletus J. Hinkledeimer 14. The Anarchist Piper Ramirez giving us our top 15. Looking pretty good doing so. Psycho Smoke at 16. Prestige falling down here to number 17 with Coleman at 18. The hardcore Degenerate, the Cruiserweight champion 19, and newcomer RWP finishes out our ever popular top 20. You're seeing a lot more of these gentlemen in the coming weeks as we creep on closer and closer. Keep getting closer and closer to Elimination Chamber. Look at this. We got Wednesday night, Sunday night, next Wednesday as it turns out. Got unread news? How we got unread news? Hunter Singer cleared. Cool. Hunter Singer back just in time for the Elimination Chamber. Set to go there as well. But that is all the time I have for you folks tonight. I do appreciate you stopping in and enjoying some AoK Championship Wrestling with me here on this Sunday night. And I will talk to each and every one of you every chance I get. But until that time happens, you be safe. Watch out for everybody, including yourself. Have a good night. And we'll see you the next time around. Thank you for watching AoK Championship Wrestling here on AoK Entertainment.